is the datura plant that I started. I started from locally collected seeds. I don't know exactly where I'm going to plant it, so I'm just going to overwinter it. It's been inside sheltered so far, but it's late enough in the season and it's a local plant, so it's time for it to get in the ground and go dormant. Before I plant it, I'm going to take this seed pod off. It's going to go in a cool spot. I don't have to look for a dry spot because it's all dry around here. So what I'm going to do is heel this in. And what that is simply burying the entire pot in the ground. So taking a hole big enough, deep enough to sink the whole pot in. Easier said than done around here. This is what I deal with here. Those are little. Should be deep enough, big enough. Oh yeah. So you just set the pot in roughly to ground level, and fill the ground back in around it. What this is doing is insulating the roots. It's putting the plant's root system back down underground where they belong, where they should be, where they are when the plant's growing in the ground. This insulates the root system from the temperature swings that it would be getting in the air especially the damaging cold of winter, protecting the roots from freezing. While allowing the top of the plant to die back for the cold dormant season. So you're basically planting your plant, you're just leaving it in the pot. So it's getting all the benefits of being in the ground, but making it so in the spring, when you decide where it's going to live permanently, all you have to do is pull the pot up instead of going through the effort and going through the stress on the plant of digging it. You're simply pulling the pot up. I cut that seed pot off because the energy that the plant would be putting into finishing off that pod now will simply go back into the plant and back down into the crown of the plant to relieve another layer of stress on it, so it'll survive the winter that much better again. So that's all there is to it. I'm probably gonna set a bucket over the plant, at least for a few nights, so it'll slowly acclimate instead of it just getting an abrupt shift to the nighttime lows, giving it a little bit of adjustment period. And this is not the first time of me doing this. Here, these dead leaves and stems, and in this pot also it's other plants that I've done this with for the winter. They're all hardy perennial plants. It's just a way of overwintering, because I'm not sure at this point where their permanent living space is going to be. So in the spring, when they start growing, when the weather warms up and gets better for them, I'll pull them up, and by then I'll have permanent places to plant them.